Level up your business for free using Starlink and 3CX. Here's how. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much once again joining me for tea time. Today we have a little bit of fireside. That smokiness, guys, that smokiness, so good, so good. I hope you're joining me with your cup of tea, maybe a cup of coffee, hanging out, talking tech, talking photo, talking video. Today is a tech day. It's kind of exciting. I always like tech days. You know, I do a lot of video, I do photo. I've been doing a lot more tech type stuff. This tech is something that you requested, and that's why I'm doing this. Let me preface this video with the services that I am suggesting here. I do not have any affiliation with. I do not have affiliation with Starlink. I do not have affiliation with 3CX. I do not have any affiliations. I don't have a promo code. I don't have a link. I got nothing. Right? I am once again making this video specifically for you guys that have asked me for this service. How do I build my business like I would back in the day with an old school PBX type of style system? How do I do that but remotely? I work out of an RV. I'm working constantly in different areas. I am mobile. Well, the service that I found is not only 100% free, whereas it never used to be. It used to be like you'd be able to use this 3CX service for like a year and then you had to pay for it. Well, just recently they went to a free forever type of setup. And this is kind of why I'm bringing this to your attention. So you can have up to 10 team members on this account for 100% free. Once again, in perpetuity. Forever. So this is really, really powerful. Well, before I get into all this and I show you how to do this and give you an explanation, I want to say that if you haven't downloaded any of my ebooks as of yet, go check them out. They are free. Go to JCristina.com/books. Once again, JCristina.com/books. And if you get any value out of this video, throw it a thumbs up. That would be very helpful. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're already subscribed, click this little button over here so when I go live or when a new video comes out, you will be notified of it immediately. And if you just want to say thank you for all of my hard work here. Once again, there's no affiliation going on. I'm not making any money from this video besides like the $5 maybe from YouTube. Anyways, there is a thank you button right down here. Click on that button, give $1 or $2 if you like. If not, that's fine. You do not need to. Consider becoming a member of the channel. That would be even better. Also, if you want more Starlink content, I put together a Starlink playlist. Maybe I'll put a link over here. Check out that Starlink playlist. It's about 150, 180, maybe even 190 now. There's a lot of Starlink specific information there. Helpful how-tos, tips, tricks, what to buy, what not to buy, when to buy it, and more importantly, the why. Anyways, getting all that out of the way, let's get right into this. How do we level up our business using this virtual PBX type of system? Now, what exactly is that? Some people know what a PBX is, some people don't. Basically, it's a means of communication. A lot of people know it as like an old school telco where you would go to them and say, listen, I need a PBX. They'd be like, okay, we'll install it. It'd be like thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. They would install it and you have a manager there on location. And you end up with this system where customers would call into your 1-800 number and then would answer, be like, yes, push 1 for this, 2 for that, 3 for that, and all this kind of stuff. That is basically the old school PBX system. And that's kind of what we're doing here, but we're taking it to the next level. And not only to the next level, it's going to be 100% virtual, meaning that you can operate this thing anywhere on the planet. Anywhere that you have connectivity. So if you have, for example, Starlink, you could be in the air, you could be on the ocean, you could be in the middle of a desert, on the top of a mountain, you could be anywhere and have a full, just integrated system where your company sounds massive. All right? It doesn't sound like when someone calls into you, it's like, yeah, this is Joe, leave me a message at the beep. No, instead it'll say, thank you for calling JCristina. Push 1 for sales, 2 for support, 3 for billing, 4 for this, 5 for that, whatever. And besides that standard type of PBX system, there is a ton of other functionality that is available, once again, for free. So in short, this 3CX system is what gives you the functionality, where Starlink is the means of giving you the connectivity so you can reach it or to get into it. So with this service, of course, you can make phone calls and you could receive phone calls through a SIP connection or your session initiation protocol, or through VoIP, which is your voice over IP, however you want to look at it. So phone calls is not a problem. So you end up with this virtual call center, like I was talking about. Push 1 for this, 2 for that, 3 for that, and then send people to whichever team member you want to send them to. This is very, very powerful, because if you think about it, you don't need to have team members in a call center anymore. They could be all over the world. And when a selection is made, it would route that call to your specific person. So once again, if you have a technical support person and he's in Dubai, well, as soon as that call comes through, it will route the phone call to Dubai, and he would answer it and be able to facilitate that technical support question. So it's once again very powerful. It also provides you a means of real-time chat or real-time communication using that web RTC protocol, blah, blah, blah. You don't need to know about it. The bottom line is the people that are going into your website and they want to chat with you or chat with some type of support, they can do so without installing any software or downloading any software. It's literally just a window on your website, and you can make that literally in minutes. It's amazing, amazing. And once again, the people that are answering that chat on your website can be anywhere on the planet, or you could answer it. Also, it does integrate with Microsoft 365, with Google Workspace, with Salesforce, to be able to share customer data with your entire team securely. And that is very important. Everything that goes on with this system is encrypted. Also, like I said before, the system allows you to maintain it, to manage it, to administrate it from anywhere on the planet. That's all you have to do is log in. As long as you have an internet connection, like I said, Starlink in the middle of the woods somewhere, you can log in and now have complete control over that full system. Everyone that's on it, what permissions they have, where the different options go, re-recording stuff. There's a ton of stuff that you can do with it. I'm not going to get into all of it. I'm just going to give you kind of the highlights here so that you can go and check this out for yourself. One thing that I did like about this is, even though they give you 10 team members for free on this account, right? You can have 10 people. What's really cool is you can then expand on that for money, obviously, to upgrade, but you could expand to 100 team members, 1,000 team members. You could really just flesh this out as big as you need it, with as many people as you need. So what's really cool is you can build it small, but then later just increase it exponentially without having to rebuild anything. You're just simply adding to it. So a couple of the use cases that you guys have asked me for, and that was why I dug into this whole entire platform, is number one, you guys were looking for some type of customer service call center setup, like tech support. You have a company, you work mobily, but you don't, like I said before, want someone to call your phone and be like, yeah, this is Joe, leave me a message at the beep. No, you don't want that, right? You want people to call in and you want it to sound more professional. Leave a message at the beep is really not very professional, right? You want push 1 for this, 2 for that. Maybe when people call in, it gives the business hours. It gives what days you're open. It gives you other information about contacting, maybe the website, other services, whatever, before it even gets into the push 1 for this, 2 for that, 3 for this, so on and so forth, 0 for operator, right? So there's a lot of things that you can do in comparison to simply just sending them off to your cell phone and that's the end of it. Leave a message at the beep kind of thing. It's really not professional, whereas this is extremely professional and it's free. You can't beat that. The other thing that a lot of you guys were asking me about is there a way to have a team conference, let's say? There was a couple of people that were saying that we need to take our 4 or 5 or 6 team members and do like a weekly conference call or a conference video call with all of them and discuss what we're going to be doing for the next week. Is that a possibility? Also, is it possible to record what is going on automatically and then archive it and be able to play that back in the future? And the answer is yes to that, which I think is really quite powerful, is you don't have to do it. It does it automatically. Another thing that a lot of you are asking for is a means of doing that technical support chat window on your website. And like I was saying before, you can do that with this system. Once again, it is free, and allow either you to answer those chat questions during specific times, specific days, or you can push those questions to either one team member, two team members, a bunch of people, and they could be anywhere on the planet, and they will get those questions. And if they are not there and there is no one that's available, it will automatically take their information and send them an email and say, we'll get back to you with the answer to that question. So like I said, it is extremely powerful. Now, if you wanted to make that call center like we were talking about, it's super simple. Some people ask me, is there a way to get your own phone number? Do they give you a phone number? The answer is no. My suggestion is either use the phone numbers that you have now, or what's even better, what I like to do, is use Google Voice and get a Google Voice phone number and then transfer or forward that Google Voice number to your 3CX system. You can also, you have to pay for it though, get a 1-800 number and then transfer that 1-800 number to your 3CX system. Once again, the 3CX is 100% free. The phone number is not, unless you use a Google Voice. I like using Google Voice, and I'm going to tell you why. I like to use Google Voice because I can have, for example, 3 Google Voice phone numbers. Then the first Google Voice phone number could be for technical support, the other one is for sales, another one is for billing, accounts payable, receivable, whatever. And then when that Google Voice phone number comes in on my phone, I know what that call is about. I might not know who is calling, but I know what it's for. Is it for sales? Is it for support? Is it for billing? It makes it very simple. But what's also powerful about that is each one of those numbers could be with a different party. Once again, you could have someone in Dubai. They're answering support questions, let's say. They're answering the phone call support as well as your support on the website, your chat support, let's call it. You could have someone that's in Michigan that's doing your accounts payable and receivable. You could have someone local here, maybe in Florida, where I am, that's doing sales. Maybe it's me personally, whatever. It's just really great to be able to separate them into different phone numbers and then ring different people. Now, you don't have to do that because once you install the software on your phone or you install the software through the website and you log in, well, your phone or your website is going to ring or your app is going to ring. So you really don't need to have a separate phone number for it. I just do that because I like to have an actual number. That's for me. But you don't need to do it that way. It's completely up to you. Once you have that number forwarded in, you're all set. Or if you don't want to use the number, you don't need to get one at all. Like I said, you can use the web app or you can use the app on your phone, either which way. Then what you would do is you would go into the software and then click on Add Auto Attendant. The auto attendant is that attendant, that voice attendant that says, hey, thank you for calling. Push 1 for this, 2 for that. Very, very simple. This is where you end up needing to build this, all right? So the very beginning message is what it's going to ask you to record. You record your main message, and then you record all of your options. Push 1 for this, 2 for that, 3 for this, 0 for an operator, whatever you want. You record all that in. And then once you're done with that, you specify where the route goes. So if they push 1, what happens? Does it send them to a specific extension? Does it send them into a specific queue? Does it send them into voicemail? What does it do when you push 1? You set all that up. And when you're done with that, there's only one last thing you need to do is to set up what happens if the person pushes something that's not an option. Let's say you have 4 options and 0. Well, if they push 5 or 6 or 7 or whatever, what happens, right? You set that up. You have another message, and then it brings them back to the beginning of your menu. And then finally, you say how many times they can go around robin around in this menu before it simply just hangs up on them. And that is once again up to you. So it's really powerful. But when you're done, you end up with this PBX system that once again, you could monitor remotely using a phone, using a web app, using whatever, or like I said, you can actually get a physical phone number. You can buy a 1-800 number, whatever you want to do. This type of service used to cost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars from your local telco. It is now 100% free. Amazing. Now, if you wanted to do that weekly chatting, like we were talking about before, like a video conference or even an audio conference, maybe a voice conference with all of your team members, that is just super, super simple. You log into your account, you go into your conference page, and then you create a new conference. And in that conference, it allows you to set up different things. You could configure it. Like number one, you can set up like the maximum number of participants in your conference or any type of security measures. Like maybe you need a PIN to get into that conference, or do you want recording to happen automatically? So then later on, you can go back and listen to this conference. Once you get that all dialed in, well, that's all that has to happen is all of the team members need to dial into that phone number, enter in their PIN code and the date and the time whenever you have it set up for, and now you have your conference and that is it. Super, super simple. You're not going to get any easier than this. And instead of using Google or something else, you use this within your structure. And now, once again, you have recordings. You can go back a week or two, play them back, listen to what everyone had to say, anything that there was needing to be, let's say, addressed, you can go back and check it out. So it is really powerful to have everything all in one spot, once again, virtually. The other thing, like we were talking about before, is having some type of real-time, web-based customer chat. A lot of companies have that today, and I think it is awesome. I wish Starlink had that. It is very simple to put together, and using this 3CX people, they just made it really easy. So instead of just talking about it, let me just show you how to set up that web chat. We're not going to be able to do everything. This video is going to get too long as it is, but let's just set up the web chat. It's very simple. You go all the way to the bottom where it says Get 3CX3, absolutely free. And once again, this is in perpetuity. This is forever. And then sign up either through Google or through an email address. I'm just going to sign up through Google. It asks you a bunch of information, your first name, last name, what your language is, where your company name is, where you're located, what region. I'm going to put Florida. Company is JCristina LLC, which is my company. And then we'll just click next. And then from here, we're going to select 3CX free. As you can see, it says calls, live chats, WhatsApp for 10 users, hosted by 3CX. We go ahead and click next, and this is where it's going to give you all of your information, your login, your username, the extension, your password. You can click on the little eyeball if you want to look at your password, write it down. You want to keep this information. Click on login, and that's it. We are in the app. Now here it's telling you to install the 3CX app. Now you don't have to do this. I would suggest that you do, because then this would give you the full functionality to be able to answer those chats, do live phone calls, video chats, all this kind of stuff right from your phone, your Android phone, your iOS. You can scan that QR code or just go to the iPhone app and then look for 3CX and it'll pop right up. If we come down to the very bottom where it says apps, these are the apps that you can download. You can get an app for Android, iOS, Windows app. You can get your web app, which is your PWA, as well as a desktop app and a Chrome browser extension. I love the Chrome browser extension because then it's always in your Chrome. It doesn't matter where you go. If you need to be readily available to your team, since it's in Chrome, whenever you have Chrome open, you have full accessibility to them and they have full accessibility to you. So let's go ahead and click the admin button. And now from here, what we want to do is go to voice and chat because that's what we want to set up. And as you can see, there's already a voice chat set up for us. So when we click the pencil icon here, what we want to do is make sure that we have our website in there, which is JCristina.com. And then we can select, we want just the icon to show, or how do we want this to look basically. We're not going to get into all of this setup and making it look pretty and putting our face in there as an agent and all the rest of this stuff. We're not going to change anything here. We'll leave it pretty much standard the way it comes. But as you can see here, we have the chat box intro that we can fill out, start chat button label, that is the label of the button, online greeting message, offline greeting message. You have the auto message, a welcome message, an away message, an on chat end message, and of course you have your auto responder on the first message. So there's a lot of things that you can fill out here, but we're not going to get into this today. And if we go into agent, you can put your picture in here, what you want your avatar name to be. You can call yourself whatever. And then if you go into advanced, it allows you to enable privacy controls. We're just going to hit save and move forward. Now, this is the simplicity here. If you want to use this in Drupal or Joomla or Squarespace or Wix or possibly Weebly, you can click on any of those links and it'll tell you exactly how to do it. What is really nice is WordPress makes it super simple. And since I'm running a WordPress site, this is going to be very easy. As you can see, it says copy. That's all that we're going to need to do is copy that link and then stick it into WordPress. And we're going to show you how to do that right now. So we're just going to hop into the back end of my WordPress and we're going to search for a plugin called 3CX. And there's two of them that comes up. There's 3CX free live chat calls and WhatsApp. And then there's the 3CX webinars. We don't need webinars. We're going to install the 3CX free live chat calls and WhatsApp and then click activate. And once you do that, it brings you straight over into the setup. Now, as you can see here, it says 3CX talk URL. That URL that we got from the other page, let's go and jump back over there and grab it again. There we go. And now we're just going to simply paste it in here. Now we can enable this on all pages. So the chat window shows up on all pages or just a specific one, but I want to use just contact. So if you go into the contact page, you're going to be able to reach out through a contact form or through this chat window. Now remember, the chat window will only be available in certain times, certain hours of operation. I'll show you that next. So let's click on save. And now if we jump over to my website and click contact, as you can see at the bottom, it's kind of grayed out. It is not currently working as of yet. And the reason being is we did not set up any hours of operation. So if we come here, today is Tuesday, I click add, and now I can add whatever hours I want to be online. So let's set it up for 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. And we're going to hit save and then jump back over to the other window. Now in the destination, we can see that JCristina is the one that will be answering these live chats. Now I could change that to anyone. Right now it's only me in there. Once again, I could add another 9 people in here and assign those people to answer those support chat requests. So right now it's just me. Now we want to make sure that our website is in here. If not, it won't work. So we're going to put in JCristina.com. Hit save and then jump back over to our website. The chat is no longer grayed out. If we click on the chat, it pops up. Now, obviously, I'm not this girl, but I didn't add my photo. Let's go ahead and enter in John Doe and jdoe@gmail.com. It says, hello. Can we help you? Now remember, this is a generic message. We could have changed that before, but we haven't. We just left everything alone. Now let's go ahead and type something in here. I need help ordering your book, How to Create a Digital Fort Knox Backing Up Your Digital Life. And now if we pop back over to the 3CX admin console, we can see that a message came in. Now, if we were looking on our phone would also show the exact same message. Once again, it's good to have the app on your phone. Now, before we reply to this message, we can click this little down arrow and forward this request to someone else. So if there is a question that you do not know the answer to, and there is someone higher than you, maybe the next tier level of support, you can forward this question to them and now move it off of your screen and onto theirs. But this is an easy question, so let's go ahead and answer it. Glad to hear you're interested in the book. Simply go to the shop and scroll down till you see an image of the book. Click on the image and you will be able to place your order. You can even have the author personally sign your copy for you. Now we can see it on our side in our chat window, but now look what happens on theirs. And there you go. Like I said, super, super easy. When I look at this kind of stuff, this is the stuff of like the future. I remember I wanted to have this for so many years. When I used to run a software company for about 13 years, the PBX system that we had approximately 10 or 11 phone numbers came in. And I think it was like 8 of the 1-800 numbers that came in. Well, this software company, it cost me thousands and thousands of dollars with AT&T to have this PBX system, to be able to have all of these 1-800 numbers coming in and the entire dial 1 for this and 2 for that, and then sending the calls to different locations, to different phone numbers and all of this stuff. It was a lot. And now to literally be able to do everything that I did back then for free, and then add in all of the extra niceties like web conferencing and literally online chats and all of this kind of stuff all in one area, I'm like, this is just a no-brainer, right? And that's why I'm bringing this to your attention, because I think that it is really that powerful. And if you are like me and want your business to look, let's say, bigger than what it really is, or have the functionality of one of the larger companies out there, and be able to simply segment different areas of your business and send it off to different people so you don't have to do everything. But if you don't have a huge team right now, that's okay. You might be the only person, or maybe you and your wife or whatever. You can still segment things, break things apart, and do it in such a way that even if you're not there, it still sounds good. It still sounds like a big company. And then you do not miss anything either. So if it sends you a voicemail, or if it sends you a request, or it sends you an email, or it sends you whatever, none of your customers will feel like they're just dealing with a very small operation, because not only are they getting service in a timely manner, but also they're getting the service without any dropouts, where how many times has someone left you a voicemail and you just didn't answer it, or you missed it, or whatever. That doesn't happen with this system. Everything is accounted for and everything is sent to where it needs to be sent to. Once again, even if it's just you, a one-man show, in comparison to having a whole team of 10 different people. Either way, it's free. Anyways, guys, I hope you found this valuable. The link will be down below. Once again, it is not an affiliate link. Go over to the 3cx.com site. Just go all the way down to the bottom, and then you can sign in for free. Once again, this system is 100% free, up to 10 people. You can sign in through Google, or you can sign in through an email account of your choice, however you want to do it. All right? And give it a shot. Down below, I want to hear your experiences with it. I think it's awesome. I want to know what you think. Combining Starlink with 3CX allows you to level up your business for free. You can't beat that. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have, throw it a thumbs up. That would be awesome. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools I've invented for you and me over the years. And hopefully there's something there that you might like. And if there is, please pick it up and support me and my family. That's it, guys. I'm out of here for the end of the vlog. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next one. Love you all.